The mission of the State Patrol is to make Minnesota roads safer. In recent years, we can all agree distracted driving is a problem on our roads. The video you are about to watch is a sad reminder of how one bad choice can change the lives of not only yourself, but others around you. Imagine yourself as a husband or wife who lost a spouse, a child who lost a parent, or the driver who took someone's life, all because you were distracted. Our message is simple: pay attention while driving.
We were the perfect match. We were soulmates. She loved her family more than anything. We'll miss her forever.
It should never have happened.
I can still see her laying on the side of that road.
This is going to follow me for the rest of my life.
It's tough. It's tough.
I made a mistake that day that I can never take back.
It's lonely. Very lonely. I remember the day of the crash. It was June 30th, and Andrea had the day off and was going to spend it with our girls that day. I was in one of our grain bins, and all of a sudden my mom called on the 2-way and said, "Matt, where are you at?" And I could hear it on her voice that something was very wrong, because Mom said Andrea and the girls were in an accident. And I knew they were on the bike, so I knew it wasn't going to be good. We went out to the crash site. It was difficult. I could see they were doing CPR on Andrea. I was kind of collecting my thoughts and saying some prayers, and then the fire chief came and said that we had lost Andrea, and it was tough. And the shock started. And then I remember the phone call coming in and saying that I had to get to the hospital. My little Claire, who was 4 at the time, was not okay. She had 5 broken ribs and a punctured lung, and some cracked vertebrae in her neck. And she was intubated. To see that little girl with the tubes and everything is just something no father should ever have to go through. To see the fear in your 4-year-old's eyes and the quivering of her lip just is beyond anything that anyone should have to go through. I think she knew Mom was gone, but yet, as a father, you still had to tell her her mom was gone. That day when Andrea was riding her bike, she was doing everything right. But Chris that day was doing something unsafe. He was looking at his phone and ultimately hit my girls. And it hurts.
I don't know what I was doing for that second where I did not see her. Besides, I knew I was on my phone. I remember that I had to make a payment on a loan, and I thought, what better time to do it now? If I forget, I won't remember to do it later. And so I decided to pick up my phone and started dialing. Next thing I knew is I heard a thud. I don't know if I looked down on my phone for a split second, and I heard a thud. And I looked up in my rearview mirror and I saw a bicycle. And I knew right away it wasn't good. I never saw her one time. I stopped the vehicle as quick as I could. I started running back towards the bicycle.
911, where's your emergency? There's a girl in the bed. I think they hit by a car. You need the ambulance? She's not breathing good at all. We need an ambulance or something really fast. She's not breathing.
My thoughts were, what the hell have I done? How did I not see her? No doubt in my mind, it was my fault. I was on the phone. I was driving. I was in control. It was my fault.
Mr. Weber, You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in court. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have a lawyer present now or any time during questioning. Were you a driver involved in this collision?
Yes, I was. The military has taught me one thing, is honesty, integrity. That's who I am. It was my fault.
So it's fair to say you were looking at your cell phone.
Yes, it would be fair to say it could be. I don't remember looking at myself. I remember being on my cell phone when it happened.
Did you have time to apply your brakes?
No, I did not have time. I didn't even see the gal. I don't like to fail. That day I felt like I failed. I failed, number one, because I was on my phone. I was distracted that day. Number two, I failed because I couldn't keep her alive.
We miss her. The hugs, the touches, the smile, the laughs. She loved her family more than anything. She loved her kids. She'd do anything for her kids. In fact, Andrea's last night here, she slept with Claire all night. She was just taking care of Claire one last time. Andrea and I were going to, we wanted more kids. We even talked about adopting someday, but those dreams were shattered. We were the perfect match, we were soulmates, and it's just hard going on without her and waking up every morning to an empty home and an empty bed just because there's just one person missing.
Like before this crash, 26-year-old, loving life, got 2 kids. Then I made that bad choice. Pick up my cell phone that day, make that call. That choice that I can't take back. And it killed somebody because of that.
When I learned Chris was on his phone, it didn't surprise me. I knew the person responsible for Andrea's crash was on her phone even before I was told. I'm thankful that I've got my girls because the day of the crash, they were involved in it, and it could have been a lot different. I could have lost everything.
I'm terribly sorry for what I did that day. My actions can't be changed, and I feel terrible that I made that bad choice.
It does make it easier that he's taking responsibility for it, but it still doesn't bring Andrea back. And I know that's what he would want, and I know that's what I'd want. It's what we'd all want. That's why we got to get the word out there. This doesn't need to happen to anyone ever again. He made a mistake in his life that he's going to have to live with for the rest of his life, just as we are going to have to go on with our life without Andrea, without my wife, the love of my life, the role model to her 2 girls.
What I ask for everybody to do is think about when you pick up your cell phone in your vehicle, is that cell phone worth more than somebody's life next to you?
Everybody's got to change their habits. Phones are a habit. They're a bad habit, especially when you're behind the wheel. Yeah, they make life easier, but they made life tougher for us. There's no text or phone call that is that important. I still think it's a big dream, but every morning we wake up, she's still not here. So, put the phone away. We're pretty good butterfly watchers now. Anytime we're seeing a butterfly, whether it be me or Claire, butterflies remind me of Mom, and that Mommy is sending these butterflies from heaven for us to see. And we stop and take a moment and just watch the butterflies. We miss her forever. We'll miss her forever.